All right. So we are live. Good evening, everyone, and wish you a very warm welcome to our next conversation under the series 21 Marching. I am Sonika Aaron, Managing Partner, Marchingsheep, an HR consulting firm. So today we are going to talk about hearing impairment and deafness. According to WHO 2018 data, the prevalence of hearing impairment in India is around 6.3%. 63 million people suffering from significant auditory loss. The estimated prevalence of adult onset deafness in India is 7.6% and childhood onset deafness is 2%. Hearing loss may be mild, moderate, severe, or profound. It can affect 1 year or both years and leads to difficulty in hearing, conversational speech, or loud sounds. Deaf people mostly have profound hearing loss, which implies very little or no hearing. They often use sign language for communication. Children with hearing loss and deafness often do not receive schooling. Adults with hearing loss also have much higher unemployment rate. Among those who are employed, a higher percentage of people with hearing loss are in the lower grades of employment compared with the general workforce. Today we have with us Ranjini Ramanujam, currently Assistant Manager at Infosys in Bangalore, managing a team of 16 members, 12 normally abled people and 4 deaf team members. She has won many awards and titles. She's a double national awardee, both in profession and in sports. Double international Indian women's chess captain and international badminton player for the deaf. First woman from India to get silver medal in Indian individual event in Deaflympics and became world number 2 in badminton for deaf. First woman from Karnataka to become national champion and represent India. First deaf woman to receive the Arjuna Award, Eklavya Award, and Karnataka Rajyotsava Award. In October 2002, displaying versatility, she became the national champion in chess for the deaf, thus having the unique position for being the national champion in 2 different games, as varied as badminton and chess at the same time. Perhaps the only deaf person in India to have achieved this extraordinary feat. She was captain of the Indian women's chess team, which won the gold medal at the first Asian Team Chess Championship for the deaf held at Tashkent, Uzbekistan in October 2011, and won 7 medals in chess. These are the extraordinary achievements of this extraordinary lady. So welcome, Ranjini, and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to join in. I am very happy that is third coming up on 23rd.
Deaf, what coming on 23rd?
Coming up on 23rd. So I wish my deaf friend happy birthday.
You wish all your deaf friends happy deaf?
There is September 23rd every year is celebrated as World Deaf Day.
All right.
So it is a very great coincidence that your show and this is just a week away. And so, see, she is just conveying the best wishes to every the community of the hearing impaired.
We are so glad you're here today, Ranjini. Thank you for that. So, pardon me if I don't understand. I will try.
No problem. I can ask my father to repeat whatever I talk.
Yes.
It is better to sign up for the top people and for normal people. My father can speak if you need.
Yes. And thank you, Uncle, for joining us today.
Oh, yeah. Well. It's my pleasure and duty and privilege.
Thank you. So, Ranjini, tell us, how did you learn speech as a child?
Okay. When I was 5 birth, I was identified as profound by sensory more than 90 dB. This means you cannot hear normal sound.
Right.
You cannot hear normal people speaking.
So I will repeat. By birth, you were diagnosed that you could not hear normal sounds. You could not hear normal people speaking.
And my own voice, I cannot hear. But I cannot hear. But I can see the person. I see the person, but I cannot hear.
Right.
Sometimes I have to be speaking too loud and too soft. I cannot hear any noise. Except some loud breath. Loud noise like bomb cracker.
Okay, like a bomb cracker you could hear, but not any speech or anything high or low you could not hear. You could feel the touch, etc. But okay, right.
She could feel the vibration.
The vibration.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
No,
yes,
she cannot perceive sound, but she can feel the vibration.
Okay.
So that my father's mother, grandmother, she found out there was some problem when I was baby. There was some problem. I was not responding to any noise. I was not responding to any noise. So she informed my father, mother to take me to doctor. To check if something wrong. And those time we did not have institute of speech and aid. When I went was opening up. It was opening. So my family took me to Mysore.
Okay. So I will repeat that. So your grandmother suspected that there was something not right, right? So she told your mother to take you to the doctor. And at that time, there were not many institutes. There was only one. So your parents took you to, and they took you to Mysore for investigations and,
in the Institute of Speech and in Mysore.
Okay.
That confirmed it. It is deafness.
It is deafness.
So, but I advise it to start with speech therapy.
To start with speech therapy.
And to practice the speech therapy. So that is when I got it in Paco Institute of Speech and Aid.
You got into what? Speech and? Uncle?
There was one institute coming up in the Lingarajapuram, Institute of Speech and Hearing. Okay. It was then called as, now it is called as Dr. S.R. Chandrasekhar Institute of Speech and Hearing. Then it was called as BELISH, Bangalore East Lions Institute of Speech and Hearing. It was started by the Lions Club of Bangalore East in those days, in 1976 or so. So that was also just then starting. They had one single room for testing the hearing impaired. Now, of course, it has grown into a very big institution of great repute. So in those days, only one could go to the All India Institute of Speech and Hearing at Mysore if you want to get a complete rundown on the frequencies at which the hearing is at what level. So they conducted the complete examination and they found and confirmed that it was profoundly severe bilateral sensory neural hearing loss of 90 dB and above, meaning that she can hear only loud blasts and the human speech frequency is not audible to her. As a result, she cannot develop speech on her own, and an external aid in the form of speech therapy, lip reading, and also just hearing aid only to make her aware that there is something called an entity called as sound. Otherwise, sound was something like a blind person not being able to perceive light.
Right.
Similarly, a hearing impaired person by birth cannot be aware that there is sound. He can only feel the vibration of sound. So they put her on to lip reading, speech therapy, etc.
And how old was she at that time?
When we took her to Mysore, she was about 10 months or 1 year. 10 months or 1 year.
All right.
So we have put her on speech therapy from the first year onwards.
Okay. All right. So you started with speech therapy at 1 year.
So when I started for speech therapy, I was just 1 year old puppy. Not many words, not many letters I could hear. Everything was depending on speech therapy. This is B, this is C, D, B on F. But I was too small. So this is not possible to do in the beginning. It will be possible only after a bit and a bit and a bit. It might not be in 1 year, it might be 2 years, it might be 3 years. It depends on person to person.
Right. So it had to be repeated again and again and again.
That's too much time. So that is important to have maximum support. And person should to be present to go over ayan and ayan. To learn word by word. And you have to keep trying, you have to keep trying. This is bad. You have to keep trying. But to that word, you have to how to use that word, how to say.
How to say that word?
What is the meaning? What is the meaning? This is bad. This is bad. What is the meaning?
What is the meaning?
You have to know what it means. So that is step by step.
Step by step.
Repeated process. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. You have to repeat. That is my family, my mom and dad did maximum thing to improve my speech.
Your mom and dad gave maximum support to improve your speech.
It is as part of work. After we finished the speech therapy in institute, it was once in a week. Then we used to pick speech therapy. Continue to practice.
Continue to practice. So you do speech therapy in the institute, you come home and then continue to practice.
Then to continue to practice, my mother used to do speech therapy practice at home.
Okay.
Keep money, guys, the picture, you should be picture.
many toys so that you could see them, practice, see them, practice.
Yep. See, I will just see. My wife would carry her in her arm, put her hand on her throat, and say a word, make her feel the vibration, so that she is aware that some sound is being produced. Otherwise, only lip movement without vibration, without sound can also be produced. So then show a corresponding lip movement, show the object which that particular pronunciation is depicting or describing. So if you say cat, then you show a cat toy, then make her feel the vibration for cat. Similarly, keep a bat, then say bat, show her the bat. Similarly, mat, show her the mat, say mat. So everything will have to be followed. So we put a very big mirror in the room so that lip movement could be seen. When you carry, when 2-3 things cannot be done simultaneously. So we keep a mirror, show her the mirror, show the lip movement, make her feel the vibration, show the object. What a normal child learns as a very routine process by simply pallu of her or his mother and walking along with the mother, and mother will keep on telling something or the other to the child. It will continuously keep absorbing both the words as well as the knowledge or information associated whatever is being told by the mother. So they learn very normally, naturally, automatically. But here, that normal, natural, automatic process would have to be an exercise by itself, a deliberate exercise by itself, a repeated exercise by itself. And then she was having only one session per week, the therapy in Institute of Speech and Hearing. That was inadequate, because by 1 week means you would forget. So in order to reinforce that, we had hired the services of speech therapists at home, make it 3 times a week, and that was also inadequate. So wife and other family members would have to learn whatever is being told by the speech therapist, and then in between those days, put her onto the drill on the intervening days also. So that was the kind of exercise. And particularly some of the tricky things are, say like same lip movement with different tongue movements which are concealed, producing different sounds, say like pa and ma. The external lip movement will be the same, but the tongue movement, position of the tongue will be different for pa and ma. So how to make her know that? She sees only the external lip movement, tongue movement is not seen. So we had to make it, as I say, ma is a nasal one, pa is an open one. So like that, syllable by syllable, she had to be trained. And then that syllables will have to be coined into a word. Then that word has some meaning. Simple syllables will not have any meaning. So that doesn't convey anything. Language is not syllables. Simply Aksharamala is not language. So words are having some meaning. Association of those letters become a word. Association of so many words arranged in a meaningful manner will become a sentence.
Yeah.
So it had to be trained as a word, then as a sentence. So a very normal, natural routine process becomes an exercise, and an extraordinary exercise, and a very hard and difficult exercise. So thanks to my wife and my other daughters and all my joint family members, say they took care of all this, because one person doing it, both the receiver as well as the trainer, both get exhausted. So different persons will have to, like in a classroom, 1 hour, if the same lecturer keeps taking class for 5 hours, lecturer is also exhausted, students are also exhausted. Similarly here, one by one, turn by turn, one high, little hard, one a little soft, all the tricks had to be done. And then as a small child, he will rebel. So we have to, somebody has to discipline, somebody has to cajole, somebody has to appease, all those tricks they all made.
Ranjini
So it
wants
was
to
a
say,
looking back, now we feel whether we really did all this. If you ask us to redo it, I'm not sure whether we will be able to do it.
That is one important
We can, but it was quite exhausting.
right.
But the result was very exhilarating.
Yes.
And she put in her effort also. And unless she made a determined effort, it wouldn't have been a success.
True.
So that's true. And then we received a lot of support from our neighborhood, from the school, college, everything. Everywhere we received a very positive support. That way she will tell that I never felt that I had any hearing impairment.
Ability. Yeah.
So that is a very positive side of her attitude.
Yeah.
Now
Yes, you were saying something. Yeah.
When my parents had to decide whether to take up Canada, like this.
Yes.
The speech therapy, you have to decide before.
Yes.
That advice to even so that
One
you can
language.
focus on
Yes.
improving the speech word by word, word by word. And something that you must come, so you have to decide one. Fortunately, that decided to continue with this because it is too popular.
Yes. So what you are saying is that for speech therapy, you had to decide in advance that what is the language you will focus on. So
very true.
yeah.
What she said is a very relevant point, because same lip movement, same words convey different meaning in different languages. So one has to decide what language you would like to adhere to. So now in those days, the training material in all other our vernacular languages were not adequate. Whereas the material available in English was a little more, I think, easily available as well as more widespread. That is one.
So
Second,
it is a language for long-term education also.
Yes.
So it also helps in
most of the further development as well as opportunity for job. And also I was in a central government transferable job. So I was not very sure whether I would be in a single place. And I in fact was posted to multilingual places, Chennai, Hyderabad, Delhi, all those places. So in fact, we had to take a decision that she will come to later during the school days, because whether if you keep changing her school environment, see, there is not a very sure, there is no great surety that the individual would accept and adopt to the new environment, or that the new environment or the new students in the school would accept the new student with this disability. As a result, we decided that she will continue in one single school in one single place. And I moved alone, and then family stayed back here.
Okay. All right. So now, Ranjini, coming to your schooling. Schooling.
Okay.
Next question.
Schooling.
How did you cope with studies in school?
And
The
school, my parents had to decide whether to put in Namaku special. So that was also another important step to make.
Yes.
We repeat the husband was screwing so that at a school put in Namaku.
Normal school.
You cannot come up, you cannot go up. No problem. And sons to speak after some time.
Okay, so you decided that first go to normal school. If you are not able to cope up, then no problem. We'll switch you to another school.
Correct.
And very good. Then,
Then after that, the being not easy.
hmm,
I don't need to be, but I need the people because it is because of Naman environment.
hmm,
Speaking, you've got people, hey, you've got people interacting,
hmm,
and speak.
hmm,
I would not be able to catch up so much. I
hmm.
can catch up so much because I have to practice eating.
You had to do lip reading, and teachers would be speaking fast.
That's so many difficulties, and so it is not easy to come up to quickly. It
Hmm.
takes some time.
It took time.
And sometimes the teacher when she added on blackboard, she would be turning and she would be adding, I will not be able to understand.
So she would be turning and writing on the blackboard and also speaking.
I will not
So you
understand.
could not lip read.
As so that would be missing.
So you will miss it.
And most of it, and another part that put me in first bench.
First bench.
See the so many assessment that to make in school. It was not easy, but it was possible.
Hmm.
It was possible. How to make up for the mistake part. My friend, my family, that to teach me,
Hmm.
whatever I mistake and repeat the process.
So your friend,
Teach me meaning of each word. The make up so many mistake part at home after school.
after school. Okay. So after school, so you took notes from your friend.
Pardon.
You took notes from your friend.
I learned from friends, teachers, and family. But doing it is more taking more time,
That more time. And
but family, cousin, and friends, I predict put more effort. I put what I did. I did me to read
comics,
storybooks,
all
storybooks.
storybooks.
I can read from that to this. From one plus to this plus. Make story. You add on your own word. In your own words, you add so that I can develop my understanding of what is the story about.
Okay.
I
So
can
write in your own words, what is that story about?
from this to this, that by some part, and add on my own so that I can develop my identity.
Very nice.
Identity, and I can develop identity, and I can develop coordination.
So,
Identity.
so Ranjini, I will repeat. So they made you read small story books and comics, your parents, your family, and then asked you to write it again in your own words so that you could firstly understand the words, you could understand formation of sentences, you could come up to that level which was expected at school, right?
Not teaching, not in 1 year.
Not in 1 year.
1 year, not in 1 year. It took about 15 years, 10 years, 15 years to come up that much. Sometimes it took 10 years, 10 years.
10 years.
Not 1 year. Because being, you cannot pick up quickly. It took step by step. It took more than some years.
So it did not happen in 1 year. It took consistent effort over 10 years for you to keep on working hard
Yes.
So you studied in school, you kept on doing speech therapy, you
Yes.
kept on studying after school, you read a lot of books, you kept writing,
Yes.
so that you are where you are today.
This is not possible for me.
there is one.
Yes, uncle.
So they, after her writing, the other members of the family or her friends would correct it, because
Okay.
there would be mistakes. Grammatical mistakes would definitely be there. So as a result, so in order to improve the language, the grammar is one of the most important aspects. So the grammatical mistakes are quite common with the hearing impaired, because they will not be able to hear the enveloping past participle, present continuous. All those are quite difficult.
Yes.
They may be able to know the key word, but the endings are not easy.
Right.
ING, ENCE, ACE, all those things are very difficult.
Mm.
So in order to do that, she would write, that would be corrected, and then she had to rewrite correctly. So a very bit of one exercise is not completed in one shot. It would take 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, 5. So it required a lot of patience and continuous effort from her side and effort from the others too. But it definitely improved over the years.
Lovely.
This,
Right, wrong, and all that.
so this one, my father was in transferable verb. My father was in transferable verb. But I do decide whether I had to move within as family back to some other city.
Yeah, some other city.
But I will choose my so that I don't no need to move. Visit back in battle.
Stay back in Bangalore.
Because in the being one speech therapy, you can continue one speech therapy and you can continue one school and you
One
have
school.
common and fun, but it will be stable.
Stable. Be stable.
Mood and it can help in picking up.
Yeah.
Moving from plus to plus and to front people. That is why we decided to even go and pick them to pick my
So
in
uncle
school,
moved.
my mother is starting me.
So uncle traveled on work.
Speech therapy, but my mother was
posting. I was posted for 3 years in Chennai and a few years at Hyderabad and a couple of years at Delhi. So I would go alone and they would be here. And my joint family was existing here. So as a result, my parents were there, my brother was there, their family was there. They will take care of their
So the
well-being.
her whole
And
support
I would be
system,
alone.
her whole support
System
system was here.
Yes, was here. Yes,
Her
very true.
speech therapy, the school which was supportive, her friends which were supportive, her therapists who were coming home, everything which was supporting her in becoming like what she has become today. You ensured that she had a stable environment.
Very true. Continuous, same environment and same understanding system, cooperative and supportive system.
Oh, very nice.
And one name has to be mentioned in your school. Her name is Sheila Mani. Sheila Mani, your friend, school. She was very, very helpful. She is now right now in Fremont, USA. She would always sit by her side and then fill up the gaps which she would find in her notes. Isn't it?
Many other friends.
Other friends were there, but he was particular.
Very nice.
Then in the school time, during the school time, I had difficulty in grammar.
Grammar. Yeah.
That is not that easy.
Huh.
You need to hear. You need to
Yeah.
hear. How to form the sentence. How to form. You come to know the this is not good, this is out. You can come to know and you can sense. But for me, I cannot depend on Eric. I depend on ability for you have to do additional stuff. You have to go and that is the step of acting on your own word. Then my family see as no as Ryan and it is repeated some small story when you become 10 years old, 2 years old can eat, but 10 years old be still bad.
Yeah.
You feel bad, you feel bad, you feel upset.
You feel bad, you feel upset.
Frustrated, you feel disappointed. I am still doing the same thing, but I am 10 years old. You feel so many things, but this is natural process for tough people.
It is a natural process for deaf people.
They have to face it.
Everything come up out. That is because of anticipation and training.
Yeah.
And practice. Then we come up now. It is part of.
Yeah.
It is part of. So you have to go through it. We are not happy, but we will be happy now.
Yes.
We will be happy and we will be more satisfied. Satisfied. That is more important.
Yes.
That is why after some years of school, my teachers that you keep doing my own speed. That is not first me to finish public. No, that did with me to do my speed.
Your speed.
It takes that much time.
Yeah. So they were, you would say that your school was also, your school, your teachers were also supportive. Yeah, that's nice. So Ranjini, how did you get your first job?
When I was in Paris, I was put into Spurs tournament. Karnataka and Inter. That time I got job on contract.
Okay. With?
In gas authority, gas authority.
Gas Authority
of India. Okay.
So on contract, but in being I've done in Spurs, I've done in work because of contact. And after some years, I saw some in newspaper the advertisement of Infosys PPM. Infosys PPM.
So that contract did not come through. That job. Sorry. Ranjini, that contract with Gas Authority of India did not happen.
It completed, but by then I had got opportunity in Infosys PPM.
Okay.
So in Infosys PPM, that put a newspaper advertisement, the opening. I just died. I died in Infosys PPM after interviews. Then from that time I've been in Infosys BPM.
From that time you've been in Infosys BPM. So I mean, in Infosys BPM, there would be taking calls, telephones, etc., dealing with people. How do you manage your role?
In process PPM, that identify some job for top people. See without car.
Okay.
Some job that identify with car. Guide, wise support, nine
Voice
wise support.
non-voice support.
So P2P identified for the nine wise support. And the PIP kinetic with the computer skill.
With the computer skills. Excellent. And now you are leading a team of 16 people.
I do.
Now you are leading a team of 16 people.
No, see, in the beginning,
In the beginning.
you need to have experience.
Huh.
You have to know how to work.
Yes.
And you have to get nurse. You have to get nurse. But
So-
this work about.
So in the beginning, you have to get experience and knowledge of how to work.
Right. And you have to understand the concept.
Yes.
Business.
Yes.
Then you have to make people. You have to make people accept people. You have to make people accept me.
And how did you do that?
It was possible. At that time, it was possible. Only but I think my communication, not everyone can understand. 5 people can understand. So I think.
By writing. So you can communicate by writing.
Notepad, and you can
Notepad.
you can type and whatever you want to add for it. For this addition, the people should accept. Not many people, but actually in process PPM, it was so easy. And were accepting better than before. That awareness, then the ability to assess and accommodate the need of people with disabilities.
They accept people with disabilities.
And
Very
the ability to accommodate the need and requirement of the people with disability, the ability to assess. So for that, company that awareness program to promote to managers, team, so that the people will have more understanding and awareness of how the problems, how to handle problems with disability.
Okay, to anticipate the problems that people with disability will have and to help them deal with it. So awareness program.
So some are doing awareness program.
Yes.
To talk about 21 disability.
Yes.
In a company, as company, people talking within company. To make people understand what need, what can be accommodated.
What can be accommodated? What can we do?
Assessment, what can you do, and how to apply. You have ideas how to apply. And my managers, there are so many people to know. My management. Capacity, even opportunity, capacity, everyone is involved.
Everybody is involved.
In that.
Okay.
So it becomes easier to accept and move forward with people with disabilities at work.
Okay.
But I have to do managers. It will be on cars most of them. People being called most of them. But if I that on the east side, east side with me.
He chats with you.
But if I on east side with me.
Okay.
I apply to be a discussion on side.
On chat. So you can communicate on chat.
Then we work on the phone. So as manager, as team, they have to put more effort.
Huh.
They have to put more time.
Put more time, put more effort.
And this to do that type of work. But when I see with them, I see him to be and second home.
You feel that you're at home.
I am at my second home.
Your second home. Very nice.
That is too comfortable and too supportive. And so that not a big issues.
Not any issues.
Issue means you can make assessment.
Yes.
The managing puts in for people, employees, management, come as company and as individual. And as vertical diversity team, people have to come together and work to make it possible.
Okay.
And to make it diversified.
So people, management, diversity team, everybody has to come together to make it work.
It will be coordinated. It will be coordinated and it will be easy to move forward.
So it is a coordinated effort. And I also heard you say that we have to understand and anticipate what are the needs of people with disability and how can they be accommodated. Right? And if Infosys can do it, it's such a huge organization with so many people. I think Ranjini knows.
And to act simple.
Yes. Yeah, go ahead. So, and Ranjini, you are also part of the diversity team now. You are also helping in spreading awareness now, aren't you?
The person that
you are part of the diversity.
I am not a part of. I'm part of a preaching, but we coordinate with diversity team.
Okay.
We can give feedback. We can give ideas.
Okay. We can give feedback and ideas.
And coordinate and give feedback and ideas. And I to make it more disability friendly company.
More disability friendly company.
So, and it will be more comfortable work team, more comfortable disability people. To coordinate it can be people have issues with technique. You need to take double time. You need to take double time to teach one person.
You need time to teach communication.
Not you have to communicate. So it takes time. If you not have that much time, but if you accept people and they will be flexible, the people flexible, give more time and make them to do in own best. That is basic and it's antique of the company. Because as the person, you need double time. It can be double, it can be triple, it can be for them, no. But it depends on person to person. So it is from the support of the company, we can make it possible. And now Infosys PPM has got best national award, best company national award. Because of this competition.
Yeah. So for any company to accommodate deaf people, for any company to accommodate deaf people, what according to you, for any company to accommodate deaf people, what according to you should be done?
Unaccepted. I'm negative. This person.
For any company, what according to you should be done to accommodate deaf people?
Best bad amongst the people. Best bad is the sincere. Very dedicated.
Very
Sincere.
sincere, correct,
Hardworking.
hardworking.
And the people are good workers.
Because that is how they have learned, by working hard.
Very putting out hard workers.
Yeah.
Only when advanced, only when the company has to keep this more time.
More time,
Make them settle down.
make them settle down.
See the normal for any normal new person it appointment for the person it might take up time. You have to be prepared and keep it made in advance. It will take that time, but once it's settled down, it will be good worker for the team, for the company. They will be in the company for more than 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. They will be sincere. But only when they're doing my assessment, company executive, then there will be a big good support from each other. Then the company can the people can
Company can grow, people can grow, because people will stay.
so that is based on attitude, adoption and flexibility. So many things, so you say everything to be fine.
Okay.
Easy, you should have open acceptance.
Yeah. One question.
Okay.
Is it important, if a company is hiring deaf people, to train their normal other people on sign language?
It is better to have in both ways. When you are dialect, you can take interpreter. You can take interpreter from outside. You can you have, if somebody knows interpreting, you can do interpreting. You can do, because if you do interpreting, it's a big fast. It's a big tired, anti.
Okay.
Some people that depend on interpreting, some people that depend on IT, some people depend on ethic. It depends on person to person.
Okay.
You can ask the person, but you need interpreting. We can keep. If you need ethic, we can keep. It depends on person to person. For example, I'm okay with ethic and I'm okay with ethic. And ethic, but some people are not okay. Some people that depend only on interpreting.
Interpreting meaning somebody to interpret what you are saying. Okay. Okay.
The background from the child who do not have been in that kind of environment. So I do sense it. We cannot. It depends on each person's background. So the company has to understand what is needed out of each person. If you need pen, if my answer do not need pen, you can, so it will become easy to just adjust and you can adapt easy. But basic need, not company as public has to have attitude chance.
Basic public needs attitude,
Attitude adjustment chance.
change
So but the people with disability,
towards people with disability. And what attitude change?
you need to be more patient. You
You
need to
need to be more patient.
you give time.
You need to give
to
time
settle them.
to settle, let them
It
settle.
will not be the same. It will not be the same as the people. It is different. You need to give time. You need to understand basic need. Then give time, patience. Then speak calm and accept how you how I am, how you feel. We have to accept
Be calm and accept as they are.
as how we
Ah.
then with this, we will be much better human. We will be better human being. Then the world will be better place to live.
How nice. How well summarized.
It will come, it is already happening. If you see in past, if you see many years back, it was not so open, not so easy, not many things, but in past 10 years, many things have changed, many things have come up, and the employment, the accessibility will come up, technology come up, many things have come up, and people are deciding also improve it. So in next 5 years, there will be no difficulty. I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope so.
I hope so too.
So
And
we might be able to interact with world to make it better.
yeah,
But and independent,
I hope so too. I hope so things change for the better. People become more accepting, more tolerant, more patient, more calm. And thank you so much.
you know, and education, there might be so many people who are not good. But if you give them time after so many years, that will become better. See, in my experience, if you see my experience, I was not good in education when I was small. But now I am become much better as professional. So it is a matter of time.
Right. So thank you so much, Ranjani. You know, it has been an extremely, I'm actually speechless. I don't know. I don't know how to summarize the conversation. All I can say is that it has been a very heartwarming conversation. When we first met the first time, I was bowled over by your positivity. You shared about how hard you have worked as a child, as a baby, even during your college years. And now you are working in the corporate sector. And today, again, you have shared with everyone live. And I hope this video reaches a lot of people, and we make many more people aware, because what you have said somewhere makes so much sense. You know, that just the fact that for a child who is deaf to learn words, to learn syllables, to make a word out of a syllable, to make a sentence out of words, something that a 2-year-old can do, but a 10-year-old is struggling. You know, there is a lot of hard work which has gone, and you all will be very hard working, dedicated, and there is a huge resource pool which is there. And if companies can open their doors, be patient, help you settle down, find appropriate roles, I think there's a huge opportunity there that we can all leverage. So I hope a lot of people watch this video, take out the time from their busy schedules on the weekend and watch the full video. I hope uncle, they also see that how much of effort it goes from the family. It is not just the child, but the whole family that works hard to make the child reach where Ranjani has reached today. It is the whole family's effort. So kudos to you and auntie and all your parents, your brother, the entire joint family, the support system that Ranjani had while she was growing up. So I think that has shaped her to be such a positive person that she is today.
Very true.
Yeah. So,
and of course, the neighborhood, the school, the general environment which we very luckily had was very supportive and very encouraging. Yeah. And what she said about the present environment in her company is also very true. She comes home happy every time. I was even making a joke. I don't. I hope you will not make that a permanent home, and this is the second home.
And that is very commendable, you know, for somebody to say that my office is my second home.
Yeah, very true. She is very comfortable there.
Yeah.
And all their managers, the HR, the diversity team, so they all take care of they're almost like a family. So they interact, they accept, they may argue, they may differ, that is a very natural human aspect. Yeah. But ultimately, they move in the common direction of keeping the well-being of the whole institution and all the resources, human resources within, which makes a lot of, it's a very appreciable thing.
That's true.
So every time she says that, okay, let me take a change. No, I don't think I need a change. I'll continue. So the Infosys, HR and the diversity team and all must have been keeping her happy. So yeah. Because I see her coming back home happy. Though of course she is overloaded with work, I tell her, you learn to take a break from work.
Okay.
That all of you have to learn.
That we all of us have to learn. That is true.
So nice being with you. Wish you all the very best.
Thank you, uncle, and thank you, Ranjani and uncle. And let's keep in touch. And
yeah, sure.
Yeah, and thank you.
Yes. Yes. Brother, please,
yeah. So, uncle, you were out of the frame. Uncle, you went out of the
I am out of the frame.
Now you're back into the frame.
No, I was afraid of being very close.
All right. So now time to say goodbye for now. And thank you for joining us. And we will be putting this video on our YouTube channel. I will ask Prerna to share the link with you all. And see you soon sometime, and stay safe, stay healthy. And Ranjani, keep rocking.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. All the best. Pleasure has been ours too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.